Walking endless distances to fetch drinkable water is the harrowing plight of many rural women in India. As nearly 50% of our villages don't have any source of protected drinking water. Families like Devammas are left to rely on groundwater to meet their domestic demand, leaving more than 75% of children and other family members afflicted with waterborne diseases.
నా పేరు దేవమ్మ. మాకు కూడా నీళ్ళ వల్ల పిల్లలకు మాకు జ్వరాలు వస్తున్నాయి. దూరంకి వెళ్ళి తెచ్చుకుంటున్నాము. అక్కడ బోలర్లకి వెళ్ళి తెచ్చుకుంటాము. ఇంకా నీళ్ళు తాగలేక పిల్లలకు జ్వరాలు వాంతులు.
Giving access to improved health through clean water drinking is WaterHealth, that is aiming to provide zero contaminated water in rural India with its 7-stage filtration process.
We create a purification process that takes care of any and every kind of contamination that can exist or has ever existed in the ecosystem. This technology is good enough for any kind of remediation of source water of any kind that you see in India. This is a 1000 liters per hour plant. And when we receive water from the bore well, which is the case in this particular plant, it first goes through an activated carbon filter. The activated carbon filter extracts all the odor away from the water, and then it goes to a multimedia filtration. This has multiple layers of filtration process, which includes gravel, sand, and so on and so forth. And water percolates through that, and the suspended impurities are removed at that level. So these two are the first two levels of the stages, stage 1 and stage 2 of water purification. Thereafter, the water passes through these micron filters. So this is a 5 micron filter, and this is a 1 micron filter. So that means anything greater than 5 micron space would not be able to pass through this. Thereafter, it goes through 1 micron filter, which is a finer form of filtration process. Thereafter, the water goes through the RO membranes, and there are these 4 membranes of various flow rates. So what it does is the water is extracted, and then it goes through a very fine process where 10 raised to power minus 6 kind of the water size is removed through this process under high pressure. And once the water is devoid of any impurities, both microbiological as well as chemical contamination, it is then finally passed through this final stage, which is the ultraviolet waterworks purification process, and it kills any microbiological contamination or pathogens that stay within the water. And thereafter, the water is good for use and drinking consumption.
A process that includes patented ultraviolet disinfection technology invented by Indian-born physicist Ashok Gadgil. WaterHealth is licensed to distribute this technology that is capable of killing even the minutest particles.
What it does is, it has water flowing into a crucible, and the crucible controls the flow rate of water. And then the water that is flowing through the crucible is exposed to the radiation from the ultraviolet bulb, and based on that radiation, it ensures that all the pathogens are cleaned completely.
With more than 500 decentralized water purification centers in the corridors starting from Gujarat, spreading to Andhra Pradesh, flowing to Karnataka, and finally reaching Tamil Nadu, WaterHealth provides access to safe drinking water to millions of people with the help of strategic partnerships.
Yes, so other than the over 500 panchayats where we already have our water purification plants running, we recently tied up with the Bangalore municipality for covering all of Bangalore city with one of plants like these. In fact, the first plant already got started about 4 months ago. We now have a mandate to install 200 plants in Bangalore over the next 12 to 18 months. With that, we clearly have an opportunity to provide not only to to rural areas, but also in the urban pockets like Bangalore city, the possibility of safe water.
Every drop of water free of contamination, a mantra that WaterHealth keenly pursues. But is this the only distinguishing factor for the company that bets big on innovation?
Our quality of water is identical to what you consume from Aquafina or Akinle. Now that water is obviously priced at 50 or 60 rupees can in any of the urban centers. We price our water at 6 rupees. So that's 1/10 of the price of what it is available anywhere else. This water is highly subsidized.
A vision that aims to reduce waterborne diseases step by step and drop by drop.
నా పేరు సుగ్నమ్మ, తుగ్గుగూడ మాది. మాకు గ్రామ పంచాయతీ వద్దన అందరూ వచ్చి ఇంటింటికి వచ్చి చెప్పారు. చెప్తే డాక్టర్ వాటర్ బాగుంటుంది, తాగాలి, మంచిగా ఉంటుంది అని చెప్తే మేము అవే 2 సంవత్సరాల సంది తెచ్చి పట్టుకొని తాగుతున్నాం. అవి తాగుతున్నాం. అవి తాగిన సంది మంచిగానే ఉన్నాయి. మా పిల్లలకు మాకు ఆరోగ్యాలు బాగానే ఉన్నాయి. ఇక అవి తాగిన సంది అయితే మంచిగా ఉన్నాయి. వేరే నీళ్ళు తెచ్చుకుంటే మాకు పురుగులు వచ్చినాయి. మాకు ఆరోగ్యాలు మంచిగా ఉన్నాయి.
Fulfilling the goal of reaching the unreached with zero contaminated water, WaterHealth envisions supplying pure water to every doorstep.
Currently, WaterHealth provides or purifies about 70 million liters of water every month. And the idea is that every drop of water that is purified in our centers should have zero contamination. And that's the vision that we live for.